Shot. They told me freeze like ain't no gunshots in the back. I tried to tell them I'm a Berkeley House graduate, but they laughed. I wanted to obey their wishes as these bullets were free. Baby boy who was asking, well, no. I backed up to my back, hit the table in the corner. Now over the marijuana, then they holler just like alpaca wolves hide the moon. I think I should start reading soon. Feeling trapped, I don't know what to say. Just here at Lake Mary, summertime in the bay. Looking at my keto, you won't even look my way. Call me Ace, this might be my last night in the day. They said, Ace, what happened? Moment of silence. To my surprise, a person that shall remain nameless gave me 5. Told me, it's whatever, bro, we're not gonna ride. Plus, I love what you and Sean T did with positive vibes.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? So, what's good? First and foremost. We out here. Ace, you already know. Well, you probably don't know. So, for those that don't know, call me Ace. That's what they call me. You can just call me Ace. If you don't want to call me Ace unless it's a formal setting, in which case definitely call me Ace. And this is the first working from home Wednesday vlog series thing. I don't even really know what to call it. But really it's just an opportunity to one, let y'all see how your boy be living. You see the little fan, because in the Bay you don't got AC, central AC or nothing, so you gotta get fans and all that kind of stuff. But just really like taking y'all behind the scenes and seeing like, you know, this is how life is, answer questions, freestyle maybe, you know what I mean, just dig deep, maybe even like just write a song on the spot kind of stuff, whatever. But this is just like a day in the life, in a sense, you know what I mean? This is not new. Been doing music in the corporate grind for 4 years now, which is wild because I didn't think it was going to be this long, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing that it's been the way that it is, and how it's been like an inspiration. I guess not like an inspiration. So yeah, it's just an opportunity to, you know, really share all of that. And you know, right now, honestly, like it's been a tough day, tough week, honestly, as I'm sure it has been for everybody. And honestly, like to have to work from home while at home under these conditions is definitely it's like, how do you even think? You know what I mean? How do you process everything that's going on? I'm very thankful that I have, you know, the team that I have, the manager that I have, that is creating, you know, that space for me to process and heal, and not feel like I have to hit deliverables right now after just seeing, you know, people get murdered. I know that's not the case for everybody, but you know, I do want to encourage folks, because even when it wasn't the case for me, finding those moments where I still could reclaim time for myself and take care of myself and do what it was that I needed to do is very important. And I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you have to take care of yourself because you have to survive, and survival is the name of the game. So, you know, whatever you need to do, don't feel guilty about it, because it's necessary. It's necessary. And how are you gonna show up to do anything if you're not your full self, you know, holistically? So, you know, I'm definitely a proponent of that. I have various like tips and resources to share with regards to, you know, how to do what you need to do to take care of yourself, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, etc. I think one of the blessings, you know, for me when I think about, you know, how I take care of myself, you know, this music is really an important part of it, and you know, that really adds to the why I have a job and am doing this music stuff, on the one hand, it's like, yeah, the music, um, I've seen the impact in other people's lives, right? Um, and I'm thankful for it because simultaneously, like, it's a way for me as a cathartic process to get through whatever I'm going through at that moment. Someone actually messaged me not too long ago, was like, I don't know, a new fan, gotta love him. It's like, yo, do you rap about this kind of stuff? Police brutality, social injustice, things like that. I was like, yeah, I've done it a few times. I do it in different ways. There's as overt as Burnin', which I made in 2017, I made it in 2016, dropped it in 2017. Sadly, still applicable today. I've done it in storytelling form, like if you think of Lake Merritt, towards the end of this dream that turns into a nightmare. The biggest part of the nightmare, the culmination of it, is when two cops show up to the scene. Like why should two cops be like the worst thing that can happen at this moment, right? And the line of like, oh great, like I'm for sure getting shot. That's a creative, indirect way of me sharing it, right? And then everything in between. Been doing it in various different ways, and I'm gonna continue to do it, because I've been a victim of racial profiling by the police and harassment and just an unnecessary use of power, and so as many people in my family. So it's a reality. It's been a reality. It's not new, and it's definitely until we can change it, not just by putting up a social media post, but like actually tangible systemic results. We got to continue to talk about it in whichever ways we can. And so whether it's things like that emotionally, like coping with loss, coping with joy, and like blessings and everything in between. I lay it in the music, and I'm thankful that I can share that. Other people receive it. Other people can feel about it. They can laugh with me, cry with me, be upset with me, all the emotions. But if we don't take those emotions and actually do something with it, then to me it's a waste, right? And so while I create the music and make that happen and express in that way, also leading by example. I'm not perfect, but the way in which I desire to live and see the world, I hope folks can also take that as well. And I'm not just here trying to entertain. Entertainment's fun. Man, do I miss a good 500 person crowd that I could just run through. I do miss that, for sure. Shout outs to Hugs. Remember Hugs? But also having the opportunity to like actually do something. What I mean? Whether it's like giving, volunteering, speaking up in different forums that you're in, signing petitions, whatever. It's all important. So thankful. Doing music while having a full-time job, not the easiest. Someone asked like, how do you do it? I definitely starting with like, first of all, why do you want to, right? And I just kind of shared, a bit of, the why behind it. I really feel like it's my calling. It's the gift that I was given, and it'd be a sin not to use it, and so I use it, right? And it's dope that I'm able to do that. And a privilege, so I don't take it lightly. The how, right? Like, you gotta be efficient with your time. That's definitely one. So like, being able to set boundaries and deadlines and things like that. And I feel like honestly, that is so hard when you don't really have full control over your whole schedule. I think simultaneously working from home, when it's like what is boundaries, like y'all are literally like in the place that I sleep and record music and handle phone calls with my coworkers in Tokyo and London, like is all here, what I mean? Like messing around, eat lunch here, like it's wildness, right? And so like where are the boundaries? It is a lot tougher, but nonetheless, just mentally being able to compartmentalize and say, I'm going to do this here, I'm gonna do this at this time, I'm going to bucket, you know what I mean, 3 hours from 6 to 9 p.m. I'm gonna make music and record it, you know what I mean? Being efficient with time, knowing like what it is that you want to do. I feel like as creatives especially, we won't really be known. We just want to make stuff, we just want people to feel it, you know what I mean? And so like really having to operationalize like, this is what I need to do at this time, so that way I can hit this domino that knocks over this other thing that allows things to happen at that time is super important. And so just having a sense of prioritization, understanding like what needs to be done when, so that way you can like relax. You know, does this small, like, yes, you need the artwork, but is the artwork more important than getting the songs mixed and mastered? What date are you trying to release your album? Do you have enough time for marketing, right? Like understanding, so what is more important, what should take precedence, it's really important, you know? And it takes time. Of course, like the bigger it gets, the more important it is to like have other people to like think it through with you. And it doesn't mean that you're unable to, it doesn't make you lesser of a human being, but it just means that you are human, and you know, we all need help. We're not an island by any means. And so being able to establish that team, and over time that's definitely been the case for me. So that's really, you know, efficiency, prioritization, support, team. Those are really 3 big ways as to how I've been able to do what I've been doing to this point. And honestly, yo, like I probably wouldn't have even felt those to be like as important. Like growing up doing this music stuff, you know, I was just a little kid that could, and so I was just like, let me just go around and rapping. But if you want to like actually navigate this right from the business side of things, because those are the same things that you do in the corporate world, right? And so like when I was a consultant, you know, when I was in marketing for Facebook, where I'm at right now, it's just like you need these skills in order to get your job done in the fastest way, in the most optimized way. And so super important skills. Yeah. And so that's basically what I've been doing. Trying to get some walks in, wearing a mask, not wearing a mask. I don't know like if COVID's still a thing, because I don't see it on my timeline, so I guess it's not a thing, right? But yeah, nah, it's been fun time, sad time, but still hopeful. Still making stuff. Got some music coming out as a direct result of being in this global pandemic and everything that's happening. So I'm excited to, you know, share those new songs, same thoughts, more evolved rhyme scheme. I don't know how to say it. New stuff. New tuna soon come for sure. And yeah. Until then, it's like just keep pushing through. You know, the journey definitely continues. Make sure to check up on your loved ones. Don't be defensive when people check up on you. I feel like, you know, especially getting a lot of like, yo, are you okay? Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? And like, it does feel overwhelming. And, you know, if there is a part of me that's like, oh, I just want to ignore it. Like, everyone's going through it. Everyone just wants to show love and share love. So continue to receive it. Continue to give it. Let's push through together. And yeah. Until then, I look forward to hopefully seeing y'all soon. And in the meantime, tell somebody that you love one thing that you love about them, and just remind them why they're even in your heart to begin with. That's all I'm gonna give you. Alright, Joe.